Hey guys, before this video begins, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Tales of Luminaria, a brand new mobile anime JRPG game from the Tales franchise where you can fight alongside, get this, 21 different characters. That's a lot of characters. With fantastic art, great voice acting, and a full-of-life list of cutscenes and fight scenes, this is a mobile game that every Tales and non-Tales fan can definitely get behind. You can cook up some good eats and feed them to your party members to strengthen them for the upcoming fight. And yes, to all you gacha fans out there, don't you worry. Because in Tales of Luminaria, you can pull for gacha on equipment and weapons to power up your favorite characters. Speaking of characters, all of them are unique in their own aesthetics and style, combat methods, that I'm sure you'll find at least one character that you will absolutely fall in love with. As for me, my personal favorite is Lizette, not because I want her to step on me or anything, but yeah, I wanted to hurt me. And the best part is that if you are seeing this video right now, then the game is fully available for you to download onto your iOS or Android device. So regardless of if you are a long-time Tales fan or you would like to start a brand new Tales adventure, then make sure to go down to the link in the description below to check out the game for yourself. Thank you to Bandai Namco and Tales of Luminaria for sponsoring today's video. Now on to the show. Yeah. How's it going, everyone? This is the Anime Man. So, mecha anime. How the beauty of giant armored animated fighting robots has kept us enthralled and intrigued for the many decades that the medium has existed for. Now I will admit, while mecha anime isn't exactly my personal favorite genre, I can still appreciate where it all comes from, how much of an impact it's made on the general anime sphere, and to be fair, I have found my fair share of fantastic series that fit into that genre. I mean, there's no denying the sheer amount of influence that the entirety of the Gundam franchise brought to the grand scale of anime and animation in general. And yes, while I find Shinji to be a little whiny at times to the point of insufferability, it's hard to ignore how revolutionary and brilliantly executed Neon Genesis Evangelion was, even though the last movie destroyed my brain to a million pieces. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to show you one mecha series that will hurt your brain in more ways than one. At such a level of WTF that Anno Hideaki wished he could achieve at the peak of his career. An anime so vile that the headache that it will induce will probably cause some level of brain damage, which I will happily not take any accountability for. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the first episode of Anime Was a Mistake! And to kickstart off this series is the mother of all bad mecha anime, simply titled Tenku Danzai Skelter Heaven. This was created back in December of 2004 by Idea Factory, which we will soon come to realize is the shortened form of Bad Idea Factory. You'll be happy to know as well that this masterpiece is directed by one Sato Yoshiteru, who just so happens to be the director of Mars of Destruction, another magnificently horrid anime which we can hopefully cover in a video of its own in the near future. Bottom line, Skelter Heaven consists of one 19-minute OVA episode, which I can safely say is going to be the longest 19 minutes that any anime fan will ever endure in their lifetime. Oh, and burn this title image into your head because this is the last piece of heaven you will see for this entire video. So the anime begins with a panning shot of space, accompanied by a collection of sounds that you would never actually hear in space. Wanna move on to... Oh, finally. That entire first space scene took 1 whole minute, which doesn't seem too bad, but if you take into consideration this anime is 19 minutes long, it is nothing short of ridiculous. Yeah, wow, just look at them all. After an abrupt cut by the intercom, the opening song finally begins. And honestly, there's not a whole lot to say. It's just a regular mecha-esque opening. Wait, what? Her fate, which does not get used to by nature, machines, was left to your hand. Oh. Oh no. The human body arms, which had the program embedded so that a command may be obeyed from when born. Don't know about you guys, but that's going on a t-shirt. So the anime finally begins, and we're treated to a news reporter talking about an unknown object flying through the sky, but I guess the reporter forgot to add that it also appears to be an unrendered object flying through the sky. To combat this creature, the troops send out their equally unrendered fighter jets, as we are introduced to what I can only describe as the love child of Phoenix Wright and Brock from Pokemon, followed by a pair of Tiggle Beaties! which I guess is going to be the main character. Oh, and I use giant air quotations around the phrase main character, and you're about to see why. So it turns out Phoenix Wright over here is the head leader of this Earth Defense Force project that is tasked to kill this blooper-looking guy from destroying the world or something. As if this already doesn't look and sound like a rejected episode of Evangelion, they even add an Ikari Genji character that has the looks of Fuyutsuki, so suffice it to say, we have a pretty good idea of where Idea Factory got all of their ideas from. Next, we cut to what I suppose is a school, but it also looks like a bougie European mansion in the forest, even though we're supposed to be in Japan? Yeah, I don't know. The anime doesn't do a very good job with staying consistent. Okay, yeah, just sit there and chill with your archery as the entire city evacuates from a giant tentacle monster terrorizing the skies. By the way, the upbeat and poppy music in this scene just completely breaks what little tension they're trying to build up through the dialogue. It just sounds like the BGM to a generic dating sim. I mean, it's kind of hard to build tension and hype for a supposed fight scene coming up when it just sounds like I'm trying to pick the next route to who is best girl. Guys, I am not altering any of the footage. That is actually how they decided to cut that transition in. The girls look up towards the sky, so you'd expect the next shot to be them looking up towards the monster in the sky or something, right? But nope, instead have a shitty 3D render of a robot leg spewing steam. I mean, look, I get it. It was 2004, but even back then, there were some really greatly animated and awesomely sequenced mecha anime out there like, oh, I don't know, Gundam Seed Destiny, and as much as it hasn't aged all that well, the Appleseed movie was pretty decent for 2004 standards. So what I'm trying to say is there is no excuse for why that scene just happened. Now, ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on what may possibly be the most uninteresting, unimpressive, vomit-inducing mecha fight scenes in all of anime. Let's watch the clip. What the fuck kind of response is that? Wasn't she the one that was hurrying everyone up for the emergency call? Get out of the shower, dude.
Saki, hikuyo.
You alright? You had a stroke or something? Following that brain dead moment is a flashback to 5 years ago, and Jesus Christ, what is happening? What is that? What purpose does this serve to fight in a robot? Just don't question it, alright? It makes sense, I swear. After a quick battle plan, it's decided that generic brunette gets to lead the fight, while generic blonde confronts her captain about the decision. And I guess she's so butthurt that they just forgot to draw her face entirely. Wait, why is she pissed off? She got the better deal, didn't she? What the fuck? No, I'm pretty sure he didn't say that, actually. Look at that face, dude! That is the face of a defeated man. Following that Shakespearean-level romantic quarrel, the girls awkwardly 2D jump into their 3D robots and get sent one by one up to the surface to fight the giant squid monster. Now, mind you, we're already 10 minutes in at this point, which means that the creators of the anime somehow had to fit in an entire fight scene and an end sequence in 8.5 minutes. This is just a hunch, but I think this fight scene is about to be really satisfying. Oh yeah, shoot that smoke ball in. I'm sure that's gonna do wonders to the— oh, and he's vomiting from his stomach, never mind. Yeah, I'm sure she's fine, bro. It's just a flesh wound. I'm sorry, can we get a replay of that? Yo, if that isn't the most perfect facial expression for that voice performance, I don't know what is. So after talking a mad load of crap, Phoenix Brock here gets caught by the squid and thrown violently towards the ground with an absolute edge of your seat performance. Oh, God, I love it. Now, these next couple of scenes, I swear on my mother's grave, I did not edit in any way whatsoever. This is actually how the anime plays out. Just watch this.
Rin.
What is going on? Like, what the fuck is this transition? It looks like an editing mistake. What, did they envision the audience when watching this to just close their eyes and go, yeah, so I'm just randomly gonna close my eyes real quick and I'll open them just when the next scene happens, trust me. We then abruptly cut to what looks like a graphically watered down version of Ghost in the Shell with a barrage of unnecessarily spoken exposition. Oh, I guess she's an android now as well. I'm sorry, I've just been having a bit of trouble keeping up with everything because we went from a literal snail's pace to Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh my god, that is the most amazing lip flap animation I have seen in my entire life. It's like I just got transported to the fucking Muppet Show.
Elmo's gonna get...
Враг сзади по левому флангу!
Wait, what? Where the hell are we now? Oh my god, why do they keep doing these goddamn transitions? Not to mention that now we're not only in a rom-com world, but instead of asking if Senpai notices her or not, we're treated to some terrifyingly existential shit.
死ぬのが怖いのか?
Also, can I just mention, the music in this scene is so goddamn loud. It's actually difficult to make out what the characters are saying because they sound like they recorded their audio through a fucking Nintendo DS microphone.
隊長の命令は絶対です。
お前は本当にいつも素直だな。
I'm sorry, if she knew she had to follow those orders, yeah, I don't blame her for not signing up to the program to begin with. Also, I hope you're paying attention to all of that because that is the only expositional scene we get for this entire OVA. And we still have 5 minutes of this shit left. Wait, hold on. Did she just talk over herself? Okay, yeah, she definitely just talked over herself. Either that or whoever edited the audio for this needs to be laid off. So after a grueling battle with Squid Boy, Sir Phoenix Brock devises a cunning plan to call all the pilots back so that he can kamikaze the team's way to victory. Also, we find out about 14 minutes into this 19-minute OVA that his name is actually Funagai, so that's cool, I guess. Then there is a monologue of Funagai right before he's about to jump in, reminiscing his time with the girls in, for some reason, 240p quality as they do a number of questionable things. Yeah, very melancholy. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's the sexual tension we were waiting to break. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Praise Jesus. Let's fucking go! Oh my god. Hey there, all you aspiring anime voice actors out there. Here's a word of advice from me to you. Don't sound like this. What follows this performance of a century is an epic PlayStation 2 cutscene of the girls trying to break through the impenetrable defenses of the Blooper King to varying levels of success. And I shit you not, this next scene might honestly be the most mind-numbing scene in this entire OVA. Like, we already have a lot of scenes that make absolutely no sense in this OVA, don't get me wrong, but this one tops it because I swear I was this close to having a mental breakdown the first time I watched it. So just play the clip.
Skelter Titan, Skelter Heaven, 目標内部に侵入しました。何？これ。
I swear, there are avant-garde 1950s black and white art French films that are nowhere near as experimental as what you just watched. I think I actually replayed that 15-second scene about 10 times over, just to make sure that I didn't actually hallucinate what I just watched. So supposedly what happened is that the two girls are now inside the core of the squid monster. And now it's talking directly to our main character, and she's able to understand everything it's saying for some reason. You think she's gonna come to some kind of peaceful conclusion, but then she suddenly teleports into her 3D robot and shoots the absolute crap out of the squid with no chill whatsoever. Or rather, the squid goes up in smoke and falls to his death very slowly and silently, because of course this show couldn't even animate that properly. Now the evil monster is defeated, but the crew is hurt pretty bad. Generic Blonde is in intensive care, and one of the girls just got pulverized into a skid mark. Jesus Christ. And the scene ends with Echo Fighter Fuyutsuki deleting Phoenix Wright from his Facebook friends. Oh, but ladies and gentlemen, the story is not over yet. The show then cuts to 1 year later, and things have turned for the worse. Because now there are multiple squids out for revenge on their boy, Squid Games! The world is doomed, as we loop back around to some more space B-roll from the beginning, and credits roll. And yeah, that was it. That is the entirety of Tenku Danzai Skelter Heaven. The longest 19 minutes that any anime fan will ever endure in their lifetime. Look, as much as I ripped into this show, I just can't help but love it for all the wrong reasons. This truly is a it's so bad that it's good type of anime. This should pop up when you look that term up in the dictionary. It really is just the perfect collective storm of bad storytelling, lazy animation, horrid sequencing, and some of the most WTF voice acting lines that I have ever heard, all packaged together into one piece of anime doo-doo, which I can't help but recommend to people who have perhaps never ingested any type of anime in their lifetime. It really is the best trolling material for anyone who has a friend like that. So hey, next time one of your friends says, "What's all this anime thing about?" then you know exactly what to show them. You can either show them this video, or you can show them the OVA, which is readily available on YouTube. Look, I'm gonna say this now, even though I don't have to, but I know I have to because this is the internet. I have no ill intentions or disrespect to Idea Factory themselves. Honestly, they managed to make something so horrendous and infamous to the point that it managed to stand itself out amongst the massive cesspool of mediocre anime out there. So, you know, that really is an achievement in and of its own if you think about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Anime Was a Mistake! Let me know what you guys think about it, and if there are any other terrible, mistake-worthy shows out there, because I know there is a lot of really just bad anime out there that I can rip into and review of its own, then make sure to let me know down in the comments below, and like this video if you want to see more. You can also suggest to me other topics by following your boy over on Twitter, and hey, support your boy over on Patreon as well, because that's the best way for me to make more of these types of videos. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Like, favorite if you enjoy, subscribe for anime banter, keep watching anime. Ja ne!